Hi everybody, I hope you're all well. Now, as you can probably tell, I'm not in my little filming studio at home. I'm sat in my car having just finished work, so I thought, you know what, I'll do a little reaction video to the Oscars last night. Now, just to start off, I'm just going to go through not every single category as such, but just ones that kind of stood out for me. Now, first off, I'm going to talk about Best Animated Picture, and that was, of course, won by Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. And I think that was fairly obvious, to be honest, because it won the award in that category at every single governing body. And I think it was thoroughly deserved, and it was history making to a degree as well, because it was the first time since Wallace and Gromit in The Curse of the Were-Rabbit that a stop motion animation won the awards. So that was pretty good, and I'm really happy for Guillermo del Toro because I know he put a lot of passion into this film, and it took a long time for it to get going and got it released. So, you know, I'm really happy that he did win. And in terms of the directing, the Daniels, yeah, I think for two guys who've only made their second feature film together, that's something to be proud of too. It's almost like a debut for them, because I know a lot of people weren't overly familiar with Swiss Army Man, but everyone really is now with this. So to a certain degree, I would kind of argue that it's almost like not necessarily a debut win, but almost like a debut in terms of like really kind of bursting onto the scene. And the acting, of course, you know, Best Supporting Actress, I think was really competitive this year. I'd have been happy with any of them to have won, to be honest with you. Even though I did originally predict Angela Bassett to win, and I think not many people really predicted Jamie Lee Curtis to come out on top and win the award, because I think a lot of people favoured Stephanie Hsu over her. And I think while I was quite surprised about Jamie Lee Curtis, I think it deserved as well, because she really did give a great performance in the film. And, you know, she's a very underrated actress, actually, given the fact she's got very famous parents. And I think because of that, she really shone in the film, and I think she did deserve it in the end. And Best Supporting Actor, Ke Huy Quan was a practical seal for the award anyway, so I don't think there were any surprises there. And I'm really glad he did, because he really showed a lot of transparency in his performance. And if not him, I would have probably gone with Brendan Gleeson in The Banshees of Inisherin. So I think for Ke Huy Quan to have won the award, and that moment with Harrison Ford on stage, that was pretty monumental as well. Now on to Best Actress, and I did say in my predictions video that she would win the award, and of course she did. And again, she's very underrated, and I feel like she's really kind of got the recognition that she deserves. And to have gone against other actresses, especially of Cate Blanchett's calibre, that's a monumental achievement in itself. So I'm really happy for her as well. And of course, Best Actor went to Brendan Fraser. Now, I know a lot of people were saying it's a real toss-up between him and Austin Butler, who of course played Elvis Presley. And I think overall, I would still say that Brendan Fraser deserved it the most, purely because, yes, it was his comeback film, and that, you know, people would say, oh, it's sympathy and all that malarkey. But I think he really brought himself into the character, and I think that was part of why he gave such a brilliant performance, and he did deserve to win that Oscar. And I'm not saying that Austin Butler didn't do that at all, because he was really good in the film. And to be honest, I found Elvis quite average as a film, but his performance was absolutely top-notch, so I'd have been happy regardless. But I do think overall, it probably was edged towards Brendan Fraser for me. Now, Best Picture, I said in my predictions video that at least two actors would win the acting categories, and that the Daniels and Everything Everywhere All at Once would win Best Picture. And I was kind of right, wasn't I? But Everything Everywhere All at Once was a film that was something of a triumph that celebrates original cinema. And I think that's something we need these days in films, because it's just adaptation after adaptation after adaptation. And I think if a film like Everything Everywhere All at Once goes on to win Best Picture, I'm sure a lot of aspiring filmmakers will go, you know what, I'm going to make something original and hope that dream comes true. So I don't think it always has to be on a person's material, like a book or a novel or a play or whatever. But I think because of that, it celebrates original content, and that's what I think is really good about the film in general, and what the Daniels did with it. So yeah, those are my overall raw thoughts on the Oscars last night. Now, what do you think? Who do you think should have won instead? Do you think another film should have won Best Picture? Then let me know in the comments below, and as always, if you're going to enjoy this video and like to see more of my content, then please hit that like button and subscribe for more, and have a notification bell tick so you'll notify when I upload a new video. And I'll catch you in the next one, and in my filming studio. Take care, everybody.